Good morning. This is Ironwood Forest National Monument. I'm pretty sure that's Picacho Peak in the background to the north behind us. And I'm going to stop here and talk about an anime. Speedgrapher. Speedgrapher is a contemporary crime fantasy anime created by the Gonzo Studio and released in North America by Funimation. The lead character is Saiga, an ex-war photographer and a very intense man who's dedicated to his craft. He savored his up-close observations of combat, and now he has nothing but contempt for his current assignments of following civilian politicians around and watching celebrities as they go around Tokyo. One night, while following such a politician around Tokyo, he stumbles onto a secret club for the ultra-rich and extremely powerful, a place where Tokyo's ultra-rich go for sex, drugs, and debauchery. Sort of like Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, but on steroids. At the center of this very expensive club is a man called Suitengo, a gangster, extortionist, and ill-influence peddler of the highest order. And he always seems to wear this fur-trimmed coat. But the star of the sex club is the goddess, whose ceremonial kiss is the highlight of the night and is bestowed on a special, gifted individual.
Ladies and gentlemen, valuable patrons of the Roppongi Club, welcome to a night of decadence and desire.
Suitengo.
Tonight we have a man who seeks the blessing of the goddess and fulfillment of his deepest want. And like all who climb the steps of her altar, he is willing to put his life on the line.
This unwilling goddess turns out to be the 13-year-old Kagura. She's the daughter of one of Japan's wealthiest industrial scions, the Tenzu family. Kagura is drugged for those special occasions, so she has no memory of those nocturnal deifications as she heads sleepily to school the next morning. But Kagura's seemingly luxurious day life isn't a lot of fun either, as she's stuck under the thumb of a jealous and domineering mother whose wealth and power insulates her from any inquiry into how she cares for her children.
Oh, she's perfectly fine, Suitengo. Silly girl just overslept and missed breakfast. You know how she loves her sleep.
Good morning, Miss Tenozu. Good to see you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kagura. You should wake up earlier. Growing girls need to eat.
Pardon me, Kagura. I've packed your lunch.
There's no need. I've already prepared a special lunch for my daughter on my own. Here.
Thank you.
This seems like it might have been the beginning of an interesting story of sex and sordid corruption in high places. Unfortunately, it soon becomes just a mindless freak show, because photographer Saiga's biggest surprise that night when he sneaks into the Roppongi Club is the special gift that the goddess bestows on him when she chooses to kiss him instead of the man who'd already been designated for her blessing that evening. Apparently, Kagura is an extraordinarily unique person, and Saiga's kind of a special man. Kagura's kiss can awaken a special latent ability buried in each person who has a particular genetic property. Saiga happens to be one of those people. It's sort of like the X-Men, but without the cute. In Saiga's case, he suddenly finds that his photography gains a new and explosive power. Anything he points his camera at and snaps a picture of explodes. Naturally, Saiga also decides he's going to rescue the poor little rich girl, Kagura, from her sordid life of sorry sexploitation. And just as naturally, the sex club, the Tenzu family, and Suitengo's gangster minions are all going to come after him to get Kagura back. Thanks to the club, those bad guys have unlimited wealth and power on their sides, plus a plethora of nutty and superpowered people as allies.
Your aim's a little off, cameraman.
After the first few episodes, Speedgrapher degenerates into a bloody, lewd, and vulgar freak show. The goddess has bestowed her gift on lots of men and women at the Roppongi Club, and each of them has created a strange and twisted power based on their inner demons. This includes a Spider-Man, a woman with diamond-hard skin, an elastic man, and a wacko dentist who manages to grow drill bits from tentacles. Wow, that one really makes sense. They all happen to be psycho killers to boot. I think they came by that naturally and not by the kiss. Maybe that's just a requirement of joining the Roppongi Club. For the longest time, each episode pits another one of these freaks against Saiga's own freakish combustible camera power. It's sort of a freak of the week combat. By the time we've slogged through all 24 episodes, the final confrontation between Saiga and Suitengo for Kagura's life really seems anticlimactic. Moreover, the bad guy's master plan here is so absurdly stupid, it sounds like something out of a really dumb comic book. It makes Lex Luthor's plan to break off California and create new beachfront property here in Arizona from the Superman movie seem almost sane in comparison.
Bye-bye, California. Hello, new West Coast, my West Coast.
Saiga and Kagura are the only two major characters who aren't cartoonish wackos. He's a grizzled, tough guy, heedless of his own safety, who's out to save the dame. And Kagura is sweet, innocent, and helpless, the perfect dame to be saved. At 13 years old, she's close to being his Lolita. The one-episode flashback to Suitengo's backstory comes too late to generate any interest, and there's really nothing that can justify his vicious criminal personality anyway. Helping Saiga, at least a little, is his bed buddy, the sexy police officer Ginza. I like her attitude. She thinks self-defense is a verb.
Damn you!
For the record, boys, that was self-defense.
Bitches!
Don't make me self-defense you too.
The art and animation are by Gonzo, with less computer work than a lot of their productions of the same time frame. There's nothing really to complain about, but there's certainly nothing to rave about here. Overall, I give Speedgrapher only 2 stars. I was disappointed that a promising start in the first couple of episodes was totally wasted on a bunch of mindless violence and freakish, twisted powers. And in case it wasn't obvious from my previous description, the story contains lots of violence, spurting blood, and sex, so you're not going to want to show it to the kids. I'm not really sure it's suitable for adults either, but that would be your call. Funimation has released the DVDs separately and in a fanfold complete set with all the same booklets enclosed. In addition to the usual extras, including some subtitled chats with the Japanese voice cast, there are some audition recordings from the English language voice actors, which is at least different. Thanks for listening.